The table below shows how a student spends her day. For the first row, we have the activity. The second row, we have the number of hours spent on the activity. For the first one, we have school. She spends 8 hours. The next, sleeping. She spends 8 hours. The next, homework. She spends 3 hours. Eating. She spends 1 hour. And others, she spends 4 hours. Represent the above information on a pie chart. We take solution. When we talk of a pie chart, it is simply a way of representing data on a circle for which the sector angle of each quantity is proportional to the frequency. First thing, we need to start by calculating the sector angle for each of the activities. And we are going to make use of the following formula. The sector angle is simply equal to take the frequency, then you divide by the total frequency, then you multiply all this by 360 degrees over 1. First thing, we need to start by finding the total frequency. It is simply equal to, we are going to sum the frequencies of the different activities. We have 8 hours which is spent on school, plus 8 hours which is spent on sleeping, plus 3 hours which is spent on homework, plus 1 hour which is spent on eating, plus 4 hours which is spent on other activities. So this will be equal to 8 plus 8 gives us 16, 16 plus 3 which gives us 19, plus 1 it gives us 20 plus 4, it gives us 24 hours, which is the 24 hours of a day. Now we need to start by calculating the sector angle of each activity. We start for school, we go to sleeping, homework, eating, and other. The sector angle for school is simply equal to, we divide the frequency for school, which is 8, by the total frequency, which is 24. We will multiply this by 360 degrees all over 1. 360 divided by 24 gives us 15. Then we take 15 times 8. This will simply be equal to 120 degrees. Next, we need the sector angle for sleeping. It is simply equal to, we divide the frequency for sleeping, 8 by the total frequency, which is 24. Then we multiply all this by 360 degrees over 1. And this will give us 120 degrees. Next, we need the sector angle for homework. This will simply be equal to, we are going to divide the frequency for homework, which is 3, by the total frequency 24. Then we multiply this by 360 degrees over 1. This will be equal to 360 divided by 24 gives us 15. 15 times 3 gives us 45 degrees. Next, we need the sector angle for eating. It is simply equal to, we take the frequency for eating, which is 1 hour, we divide by 24, we multiply this by 360 degrees over 1. This will simply be equal to 15 degrees. Next, we need the sector angle for order. It will simply be equal to divide the frequency, which is 4, by the total frequency 24. We multiply this by 360 degrees over 1. This will be equal to 360 degrees divided by 24 gives us 15 degrees. 15 degrees times 4, which gives us 60 degrees. If we sum the sector angle for all the activities, it must be equal to 360 degrees. Let's verify. We take 120 degrees plus 120 degrees plus 45 degrees plus 15 degrees plus 60 degrees. This will be equal to 360 degrees. Next, we have to represent this on a pie chart. To represent the above information in a pie chart, first thing we are going to start by drawing a circle. This is a protractor, which is a semicircle. Two semicircles will give us one complete circle. This is the first semicircle. We need to complete this. Next, we have to locate the center. This is the center of the circle, which is here. First, we need to represent the sector angle for school. We're going to start by drawing the radius of this circle from the center to any point on the circumference. So we need to measure an angle of 120 degrees. For us to measure this angle, we are going to start by placing the center of our protractor at the center of the circle. Then we control the zero mark to lie on this radius. Then we read the 120 degrees in the anti-clockwise direction, going this way. This will be 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. You can see the readings. This is 120 degrees. Where we have 120 degrees, we are going to put a dot. You can see this line for it. We put a dot here. Then we use our ruler to connect the center of the circle to this dot, but not extending the line outside. We end at the circumference of the circle like this. We indicate this angle is 120 degrees, which represents school. Right here, school. Next, we have to represent the sector angle for sleeping, which is 120 degrees again. We are going to place the center of our protractor at the center of the circle. Then we control the zero mark to lie on this radius as such. Then we read the 120 degrees again. Okay, you see this is 90, this is 100, 110, this is 120. So we are going to put a dot where we have 120. This is it. We put the dot here. Then we connect the center. We draw a line from the center to the circumference, which is the radius. They will indicate that this angle is 120 degrees. This is 120 degrees, which is for sleeping. Next, we have to draw the sector angle for homework, which is 45 degrees. We follow the same procedure. We place our protractor, place the center at the center of the circle. Then we control the zero mark to lie on the radius of this circle. Then we measure to 45 degrees. This is 40. This is the center, which is 45. We put a dot. Then we draw the radius of this circle. That is from the center to this point on the circumference. We represent the angle. This angle is 45 degrees, which is for homework. We write here homework. Next, we have to represent the sector angle for eating, which is 15 degrees. We need to measure 15 degrees. We can just place our protractor. We place it at the center of this circle, as such. Place the center of the protractor at the center of the circle. We control the zero mark to lie on this radius. Then we can measure 15 degrees in the clockwise direction this way. You know, this is 10, this is 20, so 15 will be at the center here. We put a dot. Then we draw our radius from the center to this point in the circumference of the circle. We connect them. We indicate this angle is 15 degrees, which is for eating. Now, if you make use of your protractor to measure this angle must be 60 degrees, which is for other. Let's measure this angle. Let's place our protractor. We control the zero mark to lie on this radius. Then we read the angle. You see in this direction, the clockwise direction, you see this is 60 degrees. We indicate this angle is 60 degrees, which is for order. We are done with the representation of the given data on a pie chart. You can see how we make use of a circle with sectors to represent the given data. You can see how the sector angle is proportional to the frequency. If in case you have any questions on this, feel free to drop your questions at the comment section. Please, you like the video, share and subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much for watching.